Okay, this is just to have some sort of documentation, just to have a video log of what I did today. I'm 52, and 30 years ago I was pregnant with my daughter, and I love her very much. And she was conceived in rape within marriage. It took a long time for me to be able to say that word. I could say I was molested in the middle of the night. I could say I didn't give my yes to her conception. I didn't give my yes to the marital act. I couldn't say that it wasn't even a marital act. I mean, I knew it wasn't, but I couldn't say the words. I didn't even know what to call it, because 30 years ago, I mean, we didn't even know what to call it. I think the legal system knew what to call it, but those of us who lived this private experience didn't know what to call it. And I'm only just beginning to uncover it, to let it come up and come out. And it started about 2 years ago. I started having dreams at night. They were really troubling. And I'm married again, and my husband is rock solid. He would protect me no matter what threat came against me. But I would dream that he wasn't there, and suddenly he would actually be my first husband, and John wouldn't be there, but my first husband would be who I was married to, and I would be trapped, and I couldn't get out, and I didn't know how to get a hold of John to tell him I needed him to help me. And I've had that dream for a number of years, but in the last 2 years it's become more and more troubling, more and more difficult, and even more obvious to me where it's coming from and what I'm afraid of, and what in my dream, why I feel trapped. For those, if I ever play this for anybody, and those who might listen to this might think, well, she was married before. It was a marriage that was annulled. And from the beginning didn't have the marital grace necessary for a sacrament. The church determined that. Thanks be to God. That gave me peace, that maybe I would be able to have a successful marriage, a marriage with marital grace. And so this has been coming up more and more, and part of it is my daughter, who was conceived on one of those occasions, is 30 this year, and so it's the 30th anniversary of that pregnancy, that conception, that pregnancy, and her birth. And a blessing is that she's also expecting a baby, and is so close to me. We have incredible conversations, and she brings me healing. I don't know if I bring her healing, but she brings me healing and joy. And I'm so thankful I have her. And all these things are coming up now because, I don't know, the 30th anniversary of it all. And I'm now at a place where I'm not constantly thinking about keeping a family intact and taking care of my children and such, because even my youngest is now a senior in high school. So now is a good time to heal. And so I just got off the phone with a counselor, and a couple nights ago I went in and talked with my parish priest and had spiritual direction, and I'm beginning to write about it. It's there's a blog out there about it. And so I am on a new journey. And I pray that with the arms of Mother Church and having a hand held by a counselor and the support of my daughter, that this will be healing. So this is really raw. I don't do this. I don't talk to a camera like this when things are so raw, and I'm looking every bit my age. But I think that it's possible somewhere down the road someone might need to see this in order to kickstart her own journey to healing. So here I am, ready for this journey, and I've discovered that journeys aren't usually easy, but they're definitely worth it. Thanks be to God.